Can we just talk today about how 1980s Casio is peak tech design? We've got calculators. We've got calculator watches. We've got calculator keyboards. We've got keyboard guitars. This guitar had a cassette player built in. This watch could store 50 telephone numbers and schedule reminders in 1985. I personally own a Casio VL5, and it's one of my favorite pieces of music equipment I've ever owned. Casio was founded in Japan in 1946, and their first invention was this, which looks like a way to smoke a cigarette with a ring, allowing cigarettes to be smoked down to the nub. Maybe it's before filters existed. So in the 1950s, they started making calculators. 1972, we have the Casio Mini, the world's first personal calculator. It's just crazy for the mind of 2025 to think about like not having a calculator in your pocket at all times. And we get to the 80s when Casio really started making musical instruments. And this again is peak Casio, peak design. All right, so what do we have here?
Highest speed, so I'm putting it up to the highest setting here, and then I can record something.
So it's a guitar that you can make a tape loop built in and play along with it. And adjust the speed. This guitar also had a distortion slider built in. They made a MIDI controller saxophone. Like, who came up with this? They weren't afraid to just try crazy stuff like this and see if it works. Incredible. And in March of 1986, we have, of course, the SK1, which is just legendary. They didn't have a lot to work with. Like, the first PCs were coming out in this era. The first Macintoshes, the first Windows operating systems were coming out around this time.
Have you ever seen a portable keyboard like that Casio?
This is
$98.
It sounds like the real thing, no matter what button you press.
It is the real thing. The Casio SK1 is a true digital keyboard. And with its built-in sampler, you can play a tune with any sound you can hear.
Hello.
At Walmart, the Casio SK1 is just $98.76 every day.
I'm buying.
Electronics at Walmart, when you're ready to buy.
That's real savings. That's the Walmart way.
That's the Walmart way, people. $98. Buying them now for $98 is a steal. It looks like used, they're going for $150, $300. I would love to make a video about this, the SK5, which took everything of the SK1 and kind of took it to the next level, gave you more options for sampling and drums and things like that. So what was $98 in 1986 adjusted for inflation? It's equivalent to $245 in 2025. And it's just interesting to see how technology over the years has gone from okay, in the 80s, it's cool and new, to the 90s where it's oh, that's a piece of junk. You can buy it at a thrift store for $5, to where we are now where people are paying the price it was originally or more in some cases. By the way, if you like this kind of video, you should definitely check out David Hilowitz. He's a huge influence for me. I love his videos.
It's the return of an old friend, the Casio SK1. This keyboard is legendary. Released in November 1986, it was the first mass-produced sampling keyboard ever. I'm going to try singing a constant note into it.
So beautiful. it's just beautiful and crappy in all of the best ways. By the way, some of these keyboards had ROM packs like this that would teach you how to play popular songs, which again is something that didn't really catch on, but it's still a cool idea. They didn't have to do that. And that's just what I'm saying. Like, they weren't afraid to try crazy stuff and take risks, and I think it really paid off for them. What Casio gear have you owned over the years? Is there anything that slipped out of your grasp or things that you've sold that you wish you still had? And let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see in future videos. And if you're new here, this is a place where we talk about music lore and technology, so if this is interesting at all, go ahead and like and follow. That's it.